Hello friends. In the previous lesson you learned about distributive law and how to use them to rewrite expressions. If you have not watched it, I request you to watch it once. The distribution law applied to factored expression and it changes into distributed form. In this video I am going to talk about factors and factoring expressions. I assume that you know about expression. If not, then watch previous lessons of this course. All numbers are expressions called numeric expressions or constants. There are two types of numeric constants, prime numbers and composite numbers. The prime numbers have only two factors, number 1 and itself. Other numbers which are composite numbers have more factors including 1 and the number itself. What are factors of a number? Take for example number 12. Let's make a list of all numbers that you can perfectly divide with 12, meaning if you divide 12 by its factors, you can get 0 as remainder. So 1, 12, 6, 2, 4, 3, these are factors of number 12. Let's find factor for number 7. You will notice that the number 7 is only multiplied by 1. Therefore, its factors are 1 and 7. This is a prime number. Every number is multiple of prime numbers, and finding all prime numbers that are factors of a number is called prime factorization. For example, we can divide number 12 by 2, which is a prime factor. We get 6 as quotient. The number 6 is divisible by 2, which gives 3 as quotient. We divide 3 by 3 and the quotient is 1. So by prime factorization, our factors are 2, 2, 3, or you can write it like 2 raised to 2 and 3. We only count prime numbers and leave 1 and 12, which are also factors of 12. Sometimes you want to compare two numbers and find a greatest factor that are common to both numbers. This is called greatest common factor or GCF. We can find GCF of two numbers by listing all known factors of a number or simply by prime factorization method. For example, to find the greatest common factor of number 10 and 25 using the factor listing method, list all factors of 10, which is 1, 10, 2 and 5. List all factors of 25, which is 1, 25 and 5. Number 5 is the greatest common number and hence it is the GCF of 10 and 25. You can find the GCF of more than two numbers without any problem using the same method. Let us find the GCF through prime factorization method. We take two numbers, which is 10 and 25 again. If we divide 10 with prime numbers only, we get 5 and 2 as prime factors. If we divide 25 with prime numbers only, we get 5 because 25 is a square of 5. Once again, the common factor is 5, which is the greatest common factor for 10 and 25. Now, an expression is made of terms and each term is made of coefficients and a variable. By taking common factors, we are breaking the expression into simple expressions and show it as product of those simple expressions. Factors multiply to give the expanded form of expression. So we separate greatest common factors from each term, then negative sign and least common multiples of variable during the process of factorization. Steps to find the factors of an expression is 1. Find the greatest common factor for coefficients of expression. Find out if sign of factor is negative or positive. Third, least common multiple of variables. And fourth, write down the factors as product of simple expression. Let us see few examples to understand this better. But before that, you must understand few terms about expressions. An expression with single term is called a monomial. For example, 3x square is a monomial. 5b is a monomial. Expression with two terms is called binomial. An expression with three terms is called a trinomial. An expression made of several monomial is called a polynomial. All expression with one or more terms is essentially a polynomial. Write down the following monomial in factored form. 6x cube. The first step is to find the GCF of coefficient 6. So we use prime factorization method and list out all the prime factors for 6, which is 2 and 3. Second step is to check if the term is negative. If yes, then our factor is negative. Otherwise, it is positive only. Always check the first term only. The first term decides whether the GCF is positive or negative number. The third step is to find the variables and their multiples. Here we have x raised to 3, which means variable x multiplied 3 times. We can write out expression in the factored form as 2x square multiplied by 3x, and if you multiply them you get 6x cube. Write down the following expression in factored form. So the given expression is negative 6x cube plus 21x square. First step is to find the factors for coefficients of both terms using prime factorization method. 6 has factors 2 and 3. 21 has factors 3 and 7. The greatest common factor is 3, which is common in both the numbers. Step 2 is to check the sign. The greatest common factor is negative because the first term of the expression is negative. And the step 3 is to find the least common multiple of the variables. So the first term has x raised to 3, which is equal to x multiplied 3 times. The second term is x raised to 2, which is equal to x multiplied by x. And x multiplied by x is the least common multiple in both the numbers. Therefore, our factors are negative x square multiplied by 2x minus 7. We must be careful about signs because negative multiplied by negative is positive value and a negative multiplied with a positive number is negative value. So let us summarize that you have learned in this lesson. To find the factors of an expression, you must do the following. First, find the GCF or the greatest common factor for all terms in the expression. If the first term is negative, then the factor is also negative. List out the least common multiple of variables. Write down your expression as a product of simple expressions. So I hope you liked the video. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel for more math videos. Thank you very much.